Hey everyone, so today I'm going to record this video where I will be exploring further the capabilities of this new model called 4.0 image generation released by OpenAI. So I have decided that I will explore 2, 3 or maybe 4 concepts in parallel. So first concept would be I will upload my image and I will turn that image into a cartoon style or a Ghibli style and try to make a storyboard or maybe a comic series, a quick comic series out of it. Then I will also show one example of sketch to photorealistic render. So I will upload a sketch of a building from the exterior, and I will try to prompt it into a style that will be realistic. So our hope is that the sketch will be turned into a photorealistic building which has the same dimensions or the composition and the perspective. The third thing would be again pushing the text capabilities. So the text rendering capability of this model is quite good. If you see the blog that they have written, you see this text is readable, it makes sense, but also it is very much consistent, and it has the best text capability, text rendering capabilities among all the available models out there at the moment. This is another example where the prompt is like this: create a photorealistic image of a two witches in their 20s. The context is this: so the city street in a random street in Williamsburg, New York, with a pole covered entirely by numerous detailed street signs. So there are a lot of street signs, and it managed to create 5 street signs which has readable text, and it also looks very realistic. The two witches holding a broom and a carpet, and the whole color of the hair is all being taken care of. So that's too much delivery or too much of perfectionism from just one prompt, and that has too many moving parts. So that's that. So we will explore that. The third thing that I mentioned, I will repeat again, will be exploring the text capabilities of this model. Fourth, testing. I'm not sure what I will want to do, but we will go with the flow. So let's begin with the first uh, trial or testing. So now I will upload my image. Let's use this image. Turn this image into a Ghibli style portrait. Okay. One of the things that you have to notice or you have to understand is that this model takes a while. So you will not be able to generate any image similar to like Midjourney or Flux, where the output will be generated within 10 to 15 seconds. Here it can take few minutes. Now I'm not sure exactly what's the reason for that. It could be that the servers are limited, the capability of this model in terms of its architecture is limited, or maybe because it's also different, it is not a diffusion model. So I'm not sure about the Midjourney, how Midjourney generates an image. It feels like an a version of diffusion model, but they haven't released their exact technology or technique. But for the other models like stable diffusion, flux and all, they definitely use diffusion models which generates an image from a noise. So if you're using text to image workflow in stable diffusion, um, it will have an empty latent image, and then it will be filled with noise, and the noise will be then converted into an image, and vice versa. So in case of image to image, so the image will be then turned into noise, then noise will be denoised, and then the output will be an image at the end of the workflow. Here it generates the image from left to right, pixel by pixel, so it's not using diffusion model. So anyway, this is my image, this is the output, so you can see it looks pretty good. And it took around 30 to 40 seconds, which is good, not bad. Let us add more body to this. Make this character eat an apple while reading a book. Okay, let's go with that. In the meanwhile, let's stress the text sketch to image. So I will upload another image in parallel. So I have this image, just added a few minutes ago. Turn this sketch I will not use any architecture style. Maybe we can push that in the next steps. And I think this is usually the process of generating a desired image, because it is very rare that you can get the desired output in first shot or one shot. So keep on building on the outputs in each step and keep on refining that, and that's how you can get to your desired outcome. Let's check on the first image. So it's still working. I think in the meanwhile we can go and test the text capabilities of this model. Okay. Okay. Create a poster for Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast's $10 million challenge. The challenge is about planting 1,000 trees in 3 hours. Make the poster in the portrait orientation. I'm just going with the flow. I have no idea what I'm writing, and I have not even planned what I was going to create here, and definitely looks like that. Add the timings and date as per your convenience. I'm not even giving it the color scheme or anything. I'll just let it go with the flow. So we asked it to create this image where the person is eating an apple and reading a book. So voila, the guy looks exactly the same. The hairstyle, that outfit. Okay, can you make him live streaming on his YouTube channel? He should be wearing a headphone, wearing a different outfit, snap back hat on top, messy desktop. Okay, let's go with that. This thing, okay, so you see it has nailed almost most of the characteristics of this image, of the sketch into this image. You see the glass exterior railing, or this concrete structure, and okay, I think it has missed this one, or maybe it has just created this. So there's one thing that I can highlight which is not the same, these grid lines. So it has turned it into a kind of a pavement. It has added the grass, so which is fine. I think it's not a bad thing. Yeah, I think it's 80 to 90% there, so which is pretty good. We can now try to add some style. Can you change the style of the architecture to be inspired by Zaha Hadid. So yeah, I'm doing bare minimum or bare minimal for the prompting because I want to show how much capable this model is in extracting even the context from limited vocabulary or limited sentences. So that's good. Of course, you should not rely on it too much, because if you are working professionally, if you are using this model for your professional work, then you have to be very detailed, very specific, and that way you will get the outputs that are close to your reality. Now, I have asked it to create the Zaha Hadid inspired architecture, so let's see it if it maintains some consistency of the uh, basic sketch. So let's see. Of course, it is very different from the first look of it. In the meanwhile, let's go back. Okay, so the guy is streaming on YouTube. You see something like YouTube live. Uh, he's the same guy, I suppose. Am I? Yeah, okay. Maybe. It's 70% there. Um, yeah, I think eyebrows are matching. Hairstyle is matching. This portion of the beard is missing, but I think it's still pretty good. Uh, yeah, I think it's 7 out of 10. Okay, let's compare this. So, of course, Zaha Hadid architecture is very wild, very um, unique. So, but you can see it is still resembling the basic outline of the sketch. So, yeah, I think this is good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so it wasn't able to generate a temporary rate limit. Okay, can you try now? So maybe I was trying to trick the system by generating three images in parallel. So maybe it did not allow for due to that, because there is some rate limit and people are definitely using this model, this tool extensively. But I can already see that this poster is not following the portrait orientation. So that's something I hope it manages to capture. But yeah, this is good. Can you make this character sit next to a girl whom he is dating? The girl is of the same age, fair complexion, light brown hair, light brown long hair, wearing ethnic Indian suit. They are sitting on a park bench. Okay, let's see. And it's still not able to generate this request. While it's our content policies. What's the content policy area? Okay, suggest me a close alternative. Okay, let's do that. Okay. So I will not read this, but yeah, yes. Let us create this. Okay, again we make some changes to this one. Okay, so now we are getting hit by this rate limit. please try. So I don't know, I'm facing this for the first time, so yeah. So I don't want to pause this, I don't want to stop this, because this is going to be something that you will also face again yourselves. This is good, this is good. So I think if it doesn't allow us to generate these images, then I can stop the recording, and we can probably try. So it is saying cooldown period about 8 more minutes are needed before I can generate a new image. So let me pause this for 8 minutes. So I think we should be fine now. I think already 8 to 10 minutes have passed. So let's try this. I'll just simply write try again and see. So if you, just a quick reminder, so we were trying to generate another image to this particular series. We have already generated 3 images. One was the Ghibli style portrait, same angle, same pose. Then we asked it to create another image where the guy is eating an apple and reading a book. That was done perfectly. Then the guy was live streaming on YouTube wearing a snapback hat and messy desktop, so that was also achieved. It is saying we need a few more minutes before I can create a new image for you. I totally get the excitement, and I promise I'll generate your request as soon as the limit resets. Hang tight. Okay, so it's still like saying few minutes remaining, so okay, let me pause it. So after waiting for 20 something minutes, and of course it was trolling me, I asked it to create multiple times, and it was giving me like, okay, a minute, 9 minutes, 7 minutes, 6 minutes. But of course I was taking a gap of like 10 to 15 minutes. So this is, I don't know why this timing is so messed up, but okay, looks like we are there. We are going to get our image. So just a reminder, we were trying to create an image where this guy, or you can say this guy is sitting with a girl wearing an ethnic Indian suit, fair complexion, light brown, long hair, on a bench, park bench. So let's see. Our hope is that the guy looks similar to what he had been looking like in all the previous pictures. In this case, the guy. Okay, so first thing I noticed is the cap. It's a snapback, but it also has this thing also in the front, so that's messed up. The guy looks a bit similar, and this girl has a light brown hair. That's good. It's a park. I think we are seeing a bench in the background, or where they're sitting. She's wearing a suit, Indian ethnic suit. So I think this is pretty good. A little bit of mess up here, but I think our guy looks like this for most part. So yeah, I can give it 8 out of 10 on the character consistency. At least I've tested it on this Ghibli style. Any other image? We were hoping for this one to be created. Let us create this as well. So if just a reminder, we were trying to create a poster for Mr. Beast's $10 million challenge. The challenge is about planting 1,000 trees in 3 hours. We wanted to direct it to create the poster in the portrait orientation, and also the timings and dates of the poster in the poster should also be mentioned. So it sort of created this challenge: plant 1,000 trees in 3 hours, blah 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 blah, and okay, so it is probably improvising. Okay, so it is now creating the infographic, text for the infographic. Can you add the relevant information from above to a poster? Okay, so that's that. Okay, so I think it is working. It is using the model to create the image. Mm, I think it will take few minutes. What happened? What happened? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we can encounter such issues, such roadblocks when we are creating image with this model. It definitely needs a lot of improvement on its loading time. They definitely need to increase the servers or the GPUs or whatever that are needed for creating these images in huge quantity. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Create the damn poster. Okay. Um, yeah, I have to bully this tool model to create the poster. I don't know. So we can add more general environmental or tree planting challenge poster without references to real world figures, brand names, or large financial prizes. So yeah, I think I have to give up because this is frustrating. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Know this. Okay, maybe we can go back to the architecture one. I want to show you something. So let's say we open this image, we click on this tool called select, and if let's say you want to change a certain part of the image, so we can do sort of a masking. So let's say change the sky, like, okay, I'll try to select the sky, and I'm doing a very rough sketching or masking, and it's very bad, the masking that I'm doing, but it's okay. Make the sky bit cloudy and appear so raining soon. Okay, so we have done that. Now it's gonna work or not. Okay, I think we should give up on this. Try to create a poster that does not ruin the chances of the creation and also does not violate the consent policies. I don't know. Okay, so it is not already generated because of the rate limit. So I think it's a waste of time now. So yeah, I think we have one good thing that came out from this testing, and the other thing was that sketch to image render, which is good. And for the poster, yeah, let's give up on that.